In this lesson, we'll be learning about minerals and how they relate to rocks. You will identify several common rock-forming minerals in your lab pack, and you will calculate mineral resources in several hypothetical deposits. But before you start working on those activities, I want to talk about some minerals you may use as part of your daily routine. For example, the mineral behind me are large crystals of gypsum. Gypsum is used to make prefabricated wallboards and plaster of Paris. Have you ever added salt to your food? Salt is the mineral halite, and one of the ways to identify halite is that it tastes salty. Now, if you eat too much food and take an antacid, you'll be probably taking something made of calcite, which is the second most abundant mineral on Earth. Did you brush your teeth this morning? Fluorite is a mineral used in toothpaste. Graphite is used in pencils, and the mineral talc is used in baby powder. Native elements, such as copper, have a metallic bond. These metallic bonds make copper a good conductor, which is why it is used in electric cables and wires. The native element gold is used in dentistry, electronic equipment, and in making jewelry. Speaking of jewelry, certain minerals can be made into gemstones. The most famous mineral would be that diamond. Diamonds are the hardest mineral and have a hardness of 10 on the Mohs hardness scale. Because diamonds are so hard, non-gemstone quality diamonds are used for industrial purposes, such as being used in cutting tools like blades and saws. Diamonds are composed of only carbon, and they are a polymorph with graphite. Polymorph are two minerals that have the same chemical composition but different internal structures. In the case of diamond and graphite, both are composed of pure carbon. However, graphite is a relatively soft mineral. Remember, it's used in pencils, and diamonds are the hardest mineral. The reason for the difference in hardness between these two minerals is due to how the carbon is bound together. You will be reading more about polymorphs in the textbook chapter. Another mineral that's often used as a gemstone is corundum. As a gemstone, corundum is typically called ruby or sapphire. Rubies and sapphires are both considered corundum. They have just a slight variation in the chemical compositions, making rubies typically red and sapphires typically blue. But both of them have a hardness of 9 on the Mohs hardness scale, making them slightly softer than diamonds. Finally, the last mineral I want to introduce you to is quartz. Quartz is a silicate mineral and the most common mineral on Earth's surface. It is composed primarily of silica and oxygen, but impurities can get trapped in that crystalline structure, which is what gives quartz the different varieties of colors. Okay, now you've been introduced to a few common minerals. You should start the lesson by learning about the definition of a mineral. Then you will continue to identify the minerals in your lab kit, and then finally, you're going to learn about mineral resources in deposits.